A very nervy start. We started immediately with a kickoff, a turnover, and that really put us on the back foot, not getting our structures right to be able to really put pressure on the ball. That 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes of indecision, but we came back into the game. We forced them into the areas we wanted them to play. I think then we created the better chance. They had one across the edge of the box that went over. But we created good moments, and as the first half progressed, we came into it, we took control and finished the half off strong. The second half we started, and when things are going your way and you're dominating without the ball, you're having moments to score, we took it too easy, and that lapse of concentration which changed the game completely with them getting the 0-1 lead. But really they have a top goalkeeper, should have been man of the match, made 2-3 top saves, and these are lessons that we've got to take to be able to be more clinical in these moments. There are two moments, really good moments, and they took it, and that's the difference on the day. Yeah, Jukamanja is a special type of player. He's a 9, but can play in a number 10 role as well, and he really gives you something different what your normal number 10 cannot give you, and also he gives you something different what your normal number 9 cannot give you. So yes, it affected us in terms of our structure, but Never Die came in and he did well. We had to change slightly the structure. You wanted Jukamanja to play really close to Mabasa and not leaving him isolated in that area. So yes, it did change our structure. It changed our way to press. It changed our way to build up. Slightly, but on the flip side is we took control of the game in the second half of the first half. So yeah, changed things around and we changed our structure because of this in the second half. But Never Die did well when he came on. Yeah, the goal came from our left-hand side, but it was a turnover in an area around the halfway line of the pitch, again conceding with a transition to defend moment. There were lots of moments what we could have done better after losing possession, our structure to be able to shift around and closing that space where Kutumela was then dribbling into. So yes, they had Kutumela there, but did not really create many chances from that left-hand side, our left-hand side area. So I wouldn't say that was the vital moment. It's more about our structure in possession and the area of the pitch where we lost possession. And Sundowns, although they had more of the ball, did not really create many chances, and their chances were then from transition to attack moments. So Sundowns scored from 2 counter-attacking moments. Even we lost the ball in possession for the second goal, and immediately a diagonal ball where we switched off, where we conceded the second goal as well. Yeah, Coach Mandle and I run all aspects of the football side. That's making decisions together. Both of us in charge of training, in charge of decision making, in charge of lineup, in charge of substitutes, in charge of squad football, all football related issues. So that's a clear understanding how we are working and taking charge of all football technical affairs. Orlando Pirates is a team that wants to win every game. We want to be up there. It was really disappointing. It was a moment for us to really go above Sundowns with a win today, and unfortunately we could not get the win. So our objectives are clear. You know, we take it game by game at this moment in time, and you always want to win the next game, which is always the most important game. We have one game now before the FIFA break. That's Cape Town City. Although it's away from home, we want to collect maximum points in that game, and our objectives remain the same. We set our targets at the beginning of the season, internal what we want to achieve, and step by step in terms of the process. And like you spoke about, the previous coach left. Yeah, it's a process in terms of now taking the team step by step building certain aspects of our in possession with the ball and without the ball, putting those steps, those processes in. And although we take the defeat really badly, but it's a huge lesson for our players to learn today, and that will really take us more steps forward than steps backwards. So although the defeat is really a bitter pill to swallow, but huge steps in terms of the process, what we want to achieve going forward. Yeah, it's a game of small margins. You look at the Kaizer Chiefs match as well. Nokovic with the chances to be able to equalize and then go ahead. And that is the small margin of difference between the teams at the moment. Being clinical, having their 2 moments in the game and being really clinical, ice cold in front of the box and putting those chances away. And that comes with time, playing together, playing in Africa, having these where it's tight games where 1 moment in the game is going to win it. And that's where Sundowns have the edge at the moment to be able to take their chances. Even though they're not playing at full throttle, they will get those 2-3 moments in the game and they'll kill it off. That is in terms of our squad. If you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture of today, how we worked as a team, as a unit. When we had the ball, we worked, we dominated without the ball as well, and we took steps forward in that direction with the ball and without the ball. But the game management, the waiting for your moment, the being clinical, decisive in those moments, that are huge lessons what our team has got to take and move forward. In terms of the national team call-ups, we're extremely happy for Mabasa, Pule and Mosele to get the call-ups, but us coaches, we cannot take credit for that. You know, you work on the team, you work on the team cohesion, and they are pieces of our puzzle. Yes, they have been doing well, but there are lots of other players also doing well and should get a look in the near future. So credit to those players. They've worked hard, a long time for Orlando Pirates, big parts of last season without having a true number 9, and Mabasa has come in and given us that focal point. So a huge credit to the players. Yes, they're part of the process, what Coach Mandle and I are putting in place step by step. They're part of the process, but how they've applied themselves, 100% deserve the call-ups they received. No, you cannot write the league off. The league is not won after a game like today. Definitely, for sure, not. And Sundowns, they cannot put their name on each trophy. It's not us as a brand, us as Orlando Pirates. We're going to fight for each trophy that's available, and we'll go for it flat out, right up until the end of each tournament we are still in. And by no means are we giving up and saying everything is done, or Mamelodi Sundowns already win all trophies. No. We have to look at ourselves and look at the process we are in, but for sure we are going to fight for each trophy that's available. To be honest, Coach Mandle and I are not looking at titles and permanent and not permanent. We're looking at the next game and at the process of the team. We want to improve the team. We want to take the team to the next level with the ball, without the ball, and build this team unity, this team cohesion. And by no means are we discussing every day permanent, not permanent, or are we in the shop window or not. No, we prepare for the next game, and that is only our focus at this point in time. Games like these where you lose with 2 moments of lapse of concentration, 2 moments of where you take it easy and the opponent punish you clinical with 2 moments, you grow as a team, you grow as a unit. Last season, getting to the quarterfinal against Raja Casablanca 0-0 at home, and then losing away from home. Those going through the group stages, coming out of the group stages, those are all lessons, and some players playing for the first time in the CAF competition. You know that takes the team to the next step. It might not be a visible step, but an invisible step in terms of building that mental state, building that mental strength, and you grow as a team for big losses like this today. That's why I say you can draw the game, you can win the game 1-0, but this is where you take the most steps forward when you lose a game, when you analyze, where you learn from the mistakes, learning from moments in the CAF competition as well. You're playing away from home under difficult conditions, where you have to be clinical, where you have to be more united as a team, where it's that passion, it's that last ditch efforts, and those are the moments that bring your team together. So yes, we highly disappointed to lose the game today, but we know, we look at the bigger picture. Last week winning 2 in a row, not too excited for when we won 2 in a row, and this week as well, really being clear, structured in our thinking. Disappointed, yes, but taking the positive, taking the lessons learned from this game, and moving it forward, and building this team step by step.